Well, greetings to all you wonderful people out there, wherever you may be viewing from. Thank you for joining me on this episode of Bayou Gold Guy. I am Bayou Gold Guy, and we're kind of continuing along our same theme as last week and a couple we've done on another YouTube pay dirt. And this is some that I got in from a viewer that everyone knows very well. A very good friend of the community and a great guy, very entertaining on his channel and what he puts out. So with that being said, let's turn to the haunted new gold epicenter of South Louisiana, our table. And yes, as you can see, the horror has begun to set in. And check out what we've got from, that's right, Chef V. So, all right, this is going to be cool. I can tell you that right now. So let's get set up and we'll see what we got here. Yeah, I noticed we did not have our mascot out here. It ain't a, especially for this review, because we've got some cool stuff here that I got sent along with this pay dirt. So yeah, we definitely needed our mascot out for this one. Don't be talking whenever I'm zooming in and out. So, all right. Well, yes, like I said, as you can see here, we have a bag of pay dirt that was sent to me by Chef V Prospecting. He's got his cool new labels out. Very nice. And there it is, 2022 Bayou Gold Guy, Heavy Pans, Chef V. And along with that, he also sent me this little plastic vial of black sand taped up there, as well as a very cool goodie bag here of some awesome stuff. He sent me another one of it. It kind of got crunched in the shipping on this one, but he signed it, Chef V 2022, and his new label. I've also got the one that came on the bag here, though, that is still in good shape, that's smooth, so it held up better. Just kind of tacked on the bag, so I still have a second sticker for that. But he also sent me a very cool, very cool batch of stuff here, and along with a very nice note from Chef V, and you can see it's got his recipe card, and from the kitchen of Chef V, and it shows there for the serves gold panning addiction. And I got this on the 1st of September. But yeah, he says, Bayou Gold Guy, hey brother, I hope this note and package finds you well. Included is a few of my stickers, some souvenirs from the RNC held in Republican National Convention held in my building. Of course, some pay dirt. The M&Ms supposedly came from the green room where the 45th president resided before he addressed the delegates. The wristbands, which are this right here, very cool. The wristband was worn by all in attendance, as well as a few buttons for fun. The pay dirt comes from an area I go prospecting with Benzo and JP Lawns, and the black sands came in with a gutter sluice. I did a teaspoon, so I know there's fine gold in it. So have fun with it. Keep speaking your mind and entertaining us with your wit and content. Heavy Pans, Chef V. So thank you so much, brother, for that. I really appreciate it. I really appreciate the cool, welcome to Charlotte. And awesome stuff. Y'all heard me say it before. I am not a Republican or a Democrat. Never was. I was always independent. I signed up when Trump came, just so I'd be able to vote in primaries and things if I needed to. But yeah, check that out. Is that not awesome? The M&Ms and pretty cool, I have to say. Thank you so much for that. On top of the very cool looking bag of pay dirt here, and some history, and hopefully we'll see history repeated here. We've barely got less than a month before the midterms, my friends. Gotta make a move on this one. We gotta shut this stuff down. It's just getting more and more insane. When you got the president referring to Armageddon, No, yeah, no, that's not a good. That's not a good sign. I don't know if you saw they, rather than worrying about negotiating or putting a stop to this, they've ordered millions of dollars and millions of doses of anti-radiation treatment medicine. Why? Why would you do that? I mean, that really, you're planning for that now, are you? Just the absurdity, the absurdity. So we're gonna keep doing this as long as we can, but you know hard to do it when you're glowing. So we'll get some water set up and we'll get on this. All right, well, let's start off by getting a look at this. I went ahead and cut it before I started recording. We got a nice clean cut on my top here where my heat seal was. So let's pop this. It's sealed up, stayed sealed up, and see what our stuff looks like here. Let's go ahead and pop that off right now so it does not get wet or damaged, since that is our good one. And let's just take a look at our stuff here. I guess we might as well dump it in the classifier if we're dumping it out. Some very cool looking material there. And this is from the Carolinas, or more specifically, North Carolina. That's where Chef V is. But definitely some dry. You can see it's kicking up some dust. Very gravelly material there. So, all right, well, that's our start. We'll go ahead and we're going to pan this stuff out first. So we're going to split it up just because I'm not sure what might be in here. And then we'll save our black sands for the next round. That's pretty cool. You get a little sample in your gutter sluice. If there's gold in it, he said there was gold in it, so that's cool. So all right, well, let's just see what we've got here from Chef V in North Carolina. Chef V puts out a lot of shorts. He has a lot of cool shorts. He is a chef by trade. Yeah, this is his hobby passion. But he had a video out from they were making up thousands of meals for when Ian left Florida and headed up the coast. Did so much damage everywhere. Again, we were just very fortunate that it did not bear down on us this year. But yeah, very, very cool video. Them making up just lines of meals going out for the personnel there, people that were, the rescue and the victims as well. So yeah, I can already see a nice little chunk of gold showing up there. Few nice little chunks of gold. Look at that. Wow. Very nice. That's some heavy, whatever that red rock is there, man, it is holding tight. Hold on, I'm going to look at that in the sun and see if is that ruby chips? I mean, garnet? Okay, well, this is really cool. That is actually copper there with our gold. There's our gold. Very nice pieces. And then there is our copper beside it. And then there's still more copper. that smaller pieces that I've already washed down in the lower part of the pan. But yeah, I knew it was not holding like a normal material. I just wasn't thinking in terms of it being, copper in any way. But yeah, once I got out here in the sun, it showed up obviously that it was flakes of copper. So how cool is that? So this is gonna be fun, like I said. And just look at those beautiful chunks of gold right there. That's a nice. Where's my? Yeah. Look at the character on that one. Just beautiful. And we got a long piece here. It looks like it's got some rock attached to the end of it. Let me see if we can get the. Where's my spot here? Very, very, there it is. You can see that little chunk on the tip up there of the quartz. So this is awesome. So I may need to move my operation out into the sun to actually see this stuff good. And then we've got some of this here that's brassier. You can see the color difference there with the gold, but I just think that it's just a kind of like when I get with chicken miners. Sometimes he'll have pieces in there that are very brassy colored compared to the gold color of some of his others. But yeah, so we'll use our other snuffer bottle today for copper, which that will be awesome. And we will use our gold. We will use our gold snuffer for our. That piece is stuck. He's not going. Does not want to go down or come out. You usually don't get a piece that wedges in the. Well, crap. Let's. Nope. All right. I'll be back when I get the gold cleared, the gold cloggage cleared. Okay. Well, once I got through the copper, then, well, man, those things sure do look red. And yes, there are. I don't know if this is picking it up or not. A bunch of little tiny red garnets to be found in this stuff too to go through and pick out. So I went through and got these out with the tweezers. And so yeah, I think I'm gonna have to try to set up maybe on the little table there. I got some place to sit down and meticulously pick through this stuff. I'm glad I started early in the day today on this because I think this is gonna be a while. Fun. All right, well, let's just go through the rest of our. At least it's nice. It's nice, clean water still on this. And there's some copper. Now we know what that is holding up there is copper. Nice little piece of gold beside it. So let's see. The proper vial for that is this one for the gold. And this one for the copper. If there was silver in here, we'd really be happy. We'd be a bottle short, a snuffer short. So let's see. Do I see? There's a couple more pieces of copper there that escaped. All right. Well, I think that'll do us for that one. Now, like I said, before I get into this, we're going to go back through this and make sure I don't have anything that I missed to tangle up with it, and we'll be back. All right. Well, it looks like I got all the garnets out, the small ones out. They held with the gold when I was panning it, but as you can see there, I did find that one bigger garnet that was still in there. So that's cool. And then like I said, I pulled out a couple of the quartzes and some of the cool rocks that were in there too. So we'll see if there's any micro garnets in with this stuff. So let's do our, whoa, holy cow. Half the pan just grabbed this magnet. Look at that. Holy moly. Now that is a load of black sand right there. Good Lord. I think that's as much as I've ever gotten in a single bag. Check that out. Wow. That is some serious black sand in this material. All right. Well, doesn't even want to get off the magnet. It's so deep in there. Woo. Okay. Well, like I said, I'm glad we started this early. So let's whew. It's probably more than I should put in there to even start off on this with this amount in there, but let's just get into it and see. Yeah, like I said, it's staying pretty clean even with the fine stuff. Look at that black sand. It's been a little minute since I did something with that much black sand in it, I must say. Like I said, I have really more material than I should have in there when you're dealing with black sand, but a lot of that, all that blonde, you see that blonde sand sloughs off and then it reveals that black starting to show up. And then you shake it down, it goes back to the blonde. You work off the next layers. Keep your pan pretty shallow so you don't stoop and see how much it sloughs off like that. That's where you'll carry gold out. You want to work that black sand stuff slow and easy. And you'll get down to where you'll see less and less blonde once you shake it back up. As you take that lighter stuff off the top. Awesome. We'll get more. We're gonna get a nice bit of copper out of this. I've never done a bag that had the small copper like this. I had some that Okie prospector had sent that had some copper in it, some copper shot, and some bigger cool pieces of copper, and of course my copper chunks that I got from the pirate booty bag from Vendetta. But as far as that's why I didn't really recognize it whenever I saw it the first time on that first pan there. I knew it looked like something that was holding like gold, but it sure didn't look like gold, especially sitting next to the gold. But yeah, you just want to walk it down real slow. And this is where the swirling is somewhat counterproductive, where you're going to carry, especially when you're dealing with fine gold, where you're just carried around the pan instead of getting that wash action from both sides, concentrating it in the middle, then pulling it down the center. And you can see it just leaves fine strings of black sand. And if you don't keep your pan level, yeah, it'll swirl from one side to the other sometimes as you're pulling it around. I guess we should go ahead and start pulling out those specks of copper as they flow. But that is gold that's showing up at the top. And there is a lot of gold still showing up at the top. in that dirt. And like I said, we do not have that much in there. More than I should have had for black sand, yes, but relatively speaking. So there we have it, a combination of gold and copper. Now the trick is to separate out the gold from the copper. So I think I'm going to rinse this down and get it separated out. But you got that's what, there we are. We're at our, fuck, why is this thing not zooming like it? It won't let me pin it. It'll only let me do the, okay, well, there we go. I can use the scale. But yeah, there you have it's gold and copper mixed together. So I'll have to go through and kind of separate it out, and then I can snuffer it up. So, but that's it. That is, it takes a while to get through that, and we got a good amount left to do. So we'll be back. All right, man. That's 85 degrees out here today. It was cooking out there going through that stuff in the sun. And got our flakes of copper out. Did not have any I saw a couple of little micro garnets that were in there, and that was it. So look at that line of black sand. We went with less material this time. So, but yeah, it's just my camera would not last out there. It would overheat and shut off if I tried to set up out there. So I get down to the end, to get down to the bottom part, and then go out there and go back through it in the sun. But yeah, it is cooking today. So much for a nice, cool fall day. So, all right, well, we're going to work this one down, and we'll be back to see what's in the bottom of this one. Well, we are down to the bottom of this one. And as you can see, the copper is showing up. I say that's the most challenging thing probably about doing this is when, besides getting through the black sand, once you're down to it, I was sitting there with my big wood skewer toothpick, and just picking out, separating the flakes of the copper away from the gold, so I could suck up the gold, primarily, and then go back and collect the copper that I'd washed away. But man, it's just holds so tight together, which is really, I just would have thought that copper would have been a much less denser metal and would have wanted to move away from the gold a lot easier than it does. But when it's in those small flakes, especially when it's in those small flakes where it you'd think it would move relatively easily, and it just does not. So we already see we've got another nice flake showing up there. But yeah, I'm going to be at this for a minute, getting this washed down again, because like I said, it's as y'all saw, it does not go fast when you're dealing with this small gold, especially. Then you throw in the copper. So we'll be back when we get a little more to see here. All right, we are at, there is our gold cleaned out. How can I get it to zoom? I just don't get why it should zoom in more than that, and then I'll do something where it'll come up, it'll give me the graph where it lets me go up to 10, but I can't get it to react. I can't get it to come up. It just goes up to 2 power. But at any rate, that's our last little batch. I got all the copper cleaned out of it, so that is just our gold left there. Nice little chunk, and then some small pieces there to get. Really fun stuff to go through. There are a couple of very tiny little very small garnets that are in there here and there, but they're too small for me to really pick out with the uh, what you call it, tweezers. So, well, they'll stay in the material there, here and there. Like I said, it's just one or two here and there. So, all right, well, that is another one gone. I guess we got one or two, probably depends on how much I put into it. The next one, yeah, we'll do it in two amounts. So we'll be back with the. I'm going to get these done. We'll be back with the wrap up on this one, and then we'll get into what our sluice dirt is, which is solid black sand, and I'm pretty sure it's probably pretty magnetic. I don't know if I can get everything from. Oh yeah, there's your answer to that one. So, all right, we'll be back. Well, we have our visitor, my little hurricane rescue squirt. He said she's one of the first one that became wasn't feral and learned that she really liked those head scratches. Don't you? You really like that? She's got the little ear that's cut too, but she's just a little thing. But yeah, she's my little girl out here that, along with little Schrodinger Jr. that y'all saw, that's just now gotten where she lets me pet her and really likes. And she waits for me to get out of the car in the front of the house, and she's out there waiting to get some head scratches. So, but all right, there is. Well, I messed with the camera now. Shit, very poor. That is our last pan that I was just going to show there. Damn it, I restarted the camera and it still isn't doing the zoom. I just don't get it. But anyway, you can see that's our combination of copper with our gold. So I'm about to go through there, and like I said, I use my little toothpick, separate it all out so I can snuffer it up. So we'll be back. All right, we are down to our last pan, and I have gone ahead and I went through the magnet on the water and got the black out, and you can still see there's a little bit of copper that was trapped in it still, and went ahead and pulled it out dry out of this one. I'll go back through and pan that black sand just to get the copper out. But just as a contrast to show the difference, how quickly and easily this will go compared to having that black sand in it, just how much difference it really makes. And you can see we're a little bit dirty here at the very end, where some of that sediment has been that finest stuff in the last of the pan that always holds your finest stuff, and usually your heaviest material and your black sands and all that. So anything that in here now that we see is going to be most likely hematite. That's black and holding. Very fun bag to go through, though, I have to say. I mean, I've been at this now for like, I don't know, 3 hours. I guess it's maybe even longer than that. But yeah, going through picking out that, like I said, the garnets, and then the separating the copper from the gold, and then dealing with the black sand. But you can see we're staying yellow all the way to the bottom there. We're not having the black take over yet. Now, it looks like there's a good little amount of hematite in this. May not be that much quicker at all. I think that's about as low as we want to get it. I'm surprised there's that much of the hematite still hanging in there with that black sand gone. So let's see what I may just have to pause this again and we'll come back when we get clear, because like I said, the hematite's harder to get out of the way than the magnetite is. Yeah. All right, we'll be back. It's going to be a little while. Well, actually, that went a lot quicker than I thought it would. It's here is our last band of gold from the finishing of the pan, and we do have all of our copper in this last batch here was pretty much very, let's see, how do I get to, was very small and washed down here. It's fine flakes, and I don't know if you can make it out or not, but very tiny garnet sands in this last bit. All of our garnets held until they were in the bottom too. So yeah, lots of little red flakes there. Those are all tiny garnets in with this hematite, and a little few flakes of copper, but very tiny. So basically it was all gold that was left for the end. Very cool. So a lot of fun. We're gonna get this snuffed up and we'll look at what we got out of this one, and then we'll jump on our little vial and see what that's going to entail. All right, well, let's start by taking a look at our copper. And when I went back through my black sands, like I'd said earlier, that it looked like it had a lot of copper that had caught up in it, which I didn't understand, since copper is not magnetic. But it was not copper. It was just a very coppery colored rock that was very, very magnetic, that stuck to it. So I separated those out so I would just have the pure black sand, put those back in with the material. But there we have a different kind of, what is that I have in there? Oh, that's a piece of garnet, broken garnet. Bring that out. Very, very cool. Like I said, I have not done anything that had copper like this in it before. Here we go. I figured out if I hold my finger on the 2 times zoom, then it gives me the option to go up to 10 times. So yeah, just don't talk when I'm doing it or it'll cut me off. But that is our copper chunks. You can see it's they look like reddish gold that I've gotten before, for sure. Hopefully that's not some version of reddish gold that I'm calling copper. Wouldn't that be a hoot? I get a mesmer. No, Bayou Gold Guy. That's gold too. What are you, an idiot? But you say it's some. Can get a super zoom. As you can see, it does have that kind of a smooth, like you would see in gold, but it does not have the character of gold. It definitely is copper, but very cool stuff to have. So we'll set that over to the side, and let's check out the star of the show here. And that looks like a lot of gold there coming out of that bottle. I have to say, Chef V. I'm wondering how much of this is actually stuff that he's, is this all gold that he's gotten out of the stream? Because, man, I've seen those guys, what they get out of those streams. That's a lot of work worth of gold right there. If that is out of his, we got that flat piece there that looks almost like a gold leaf. Do you see it flopping around there? But But yeah, I mean, like I said, I know what it entails to get a nice batch of gold out of these for these guys that prospect out there, and you see them just busting ass all the time, getting their flakes. But it is definitely some beautiful gold. What? I'm not sure. Is that? That's got to be pyrite. It just stuck with. That's the one. Is that the? I saw some mica in there while I was doing this, but it just it's held all the way up. I know if you just try to crunch it, if it. Well, back out a little more here and see if we can snip it on the end. Yeah, it cut. You can see it cut and broke into shards there. So it is not a piece of bronze gold, a little piece of pyrite there. And I'm betting that's what that other light floating around flake too is. Right there's another flake of pyrite. So all right, we'll throw that over with the copper. I like the little bits of pyrite. Like I said, I was between that and the copper, I was pulling up anything that looked close or that held close. I figured we would sort it out here at the end like we're doing. Rock. It does not belong. It's maybe probably a little piece of copper there that held, but so all right, as you can see, very nice, a beautiful variety of gold on that. Just thank you so much, Chef V. Like I said, I'm just so honored that you guys send me stuff like this, and you know, beautiful stuff, and very fun dirt. So, all right, let's get this out of the way. And I mean, just check it out. The variety goes from small, that tiny stuff, up to the medium, up to a nice little chunks. So, I mean, you can't ask for a better array of gold than that right there, my friends. Awesome. All right. Well, we got to interrupt this this video for a brief mail call because I had a package come in from Mr. Michael. And as you can see, it's another box that came in with a hole punched in and torn open to the side where it was just dug in and gouged open just like that. There was another envelope inside. It is in good shape. And so we opened it up. And what we have, again, might have done this, is, yep, you can notice that's the American Prospector coin, 1984. The 1 troy ounce coin, 999 fine silver. Engelhard with the eagle. I mean, check that out. Michael, thank you so much. I've got the 1 gram Mr. Minix coin that he sent me with the gold in the pan. I may just have to fill this up with some gold and send it out there for him to put in the pan and keep a little for himself and see if he can do, if he can give me a match set. That one that I have from him, I think, is from 2012. And this one's from 1984. Very cool. I didn't even know these. I don't know anything about coins. This is the only. I have another. Y'all saw the Gator coin I received from Mr. Minix, the Gator Orleans round. But Mr. Michael, brother, thank you so much. I mean, he does a lot for everybody in the community. He's always shouting out people and doing giveaways. Has been real busy on his channel. Plus, he's got the grandkids to deal with, so it's and the house. He's been doing his repairs, so I know he specifically went out and got some of these just to, oh damn it, give away. Waterproof too. there's the waterproof test on that container. So very nice. But again, brother Mike, thank you so much. So like I said, we had to cut in and show that one because that was just too cool. And fortunately, it was not another coin that was, you know, cut out of the box, taken away, and stolen in the mail. So, thank you again, brother. All right, well, we have our last vial here to do, and it was taped up. I was hoping you can see it had some dirt that got around the seal. So it was good that it was taped on there good and sealed up. Keep it from leaking out. It's got a very fine band around the top. And I'm figuring most of the gold would settle down in it anyway, but we'll scrape it off or whatever here to get to it. We got the pan set up, and I'm using the catch pan on this. I don't usually do that, but because we don't have that much stuff, instead of dealing with the whole Garrett, we'll use the little pan in a pan. So let's start. We already saw this stuff was loaded with magnets, magnetite. There's safe. Oh yeah, I put it too close to the magnet and it's stuck to it. Janked it over. Little bit of magnetism in this one. He said, like I said, he'd gotten this in a sluice that he had gotten. I guess they sent it to you to, you know, be able to test your sluice when you get it, which is really pretty cool. Especially they actually put in enough gold to, you know, to find. That's pretty cool. But he said he had panned, he'd done a little bit in the pan. There was some fine gold in here. So, like I said, it's included the sluice. You wouldn't expect there'd be a whole lot coming out of it, but we're going to find out. Like I said, if they're going to throw it in there, they want you to have enough to find in your sluice to let them show that your new equipment is working. So I said we'll check this one out first, and then I'll go through the rest and see. Damn it. There we go. A nice line of gold. I just get a real kick out of that. I think that's awesome. So we're gonna get it down to where we don't have any black sand contaminating it, and we'll be back. All right. Well, this time let's just go about that much and see about just washing it down with that. So yeah, that's our one speck in this one here that came out. So, but again, we just put a little drop in. So, all right. Well, I'm going to actually take that out in the sun and double check it, and we'll be back shortly. All right, we're going to try about that much on this one this time. So we will be back to see the results of this amount. All right. Nice little. I can't talk when it's going. Nice little band of gold there off of that amount. We got one more pan to go on this stuff. So a very impressive amount of gold in this little vial, I have to say, and some nice looking gold too. So very cool. I'm just, like I said, I'm just really surprised for something that just came with some pay dirt to go to run with. So awesome. And I forgot to show the cool sticker that came on this box from. Yeah, maybe that's why it had a hole punched in it while they were scrutinizing it. I don't know. When you see a label like that on a box in the mail, at this day and age, maybe not the safest decoration to put on, with no name or anything on it or like any kind of a theme. It's just, yeah, skull and crossbones. So that was the end of our gold right there. Another nice little finish to that bottle, which was, like I said, I'm just tickled pink about that. So let's dump it out here and see what it looks like. I see little specks of gold in the pan there. Damn, that's nice. Looks it's a hell of a lot better than a Patreon bag I saw somebody do the other night. That was kind of like, whoa. It had two, basically one speck and one micro speck of gold in it. It's like, dude. But that is very. I think that's pretty impressive, man. That would definitely test your sluice, right? Hell yeah, that is awesome. So all right, we're gonna snuffer this up, and then we'll dry it. We'll see what we got out of it, and we'll check out our other that's in the pan in the kitchen already. I kept it. I put it in a safe place as soon as we were done on that. So I don't know if y'all hearing the little noise in the background. My neighbors that have been here for, I don't know, like 7 months or so. They finally have their house done in down the bayou. They are moving out as we speak, getting back into their house. So congratulations to them. I've gotten to be pretty good friends with them, and I'm going to be going down to see them. It's got some good red fishing spots down there on the flats, and right on the flats going into the Gulf. So it'll be fun. They turned in, became a good friend there for a neighbor next door, and good people. So wish them the very best of luck for sure. They've been amazed by seeing the gold station over here, and I'd be showing the gold that I'd get, and that crystallized gold, and my nuggets and stuff like that. They weren't. He's like, man, I'd really like to get into that. So might be seeing me do some panning with him down the bayou here before it's over. So all right, well, we'll get this wrapped up and inside, and take all of our goodies. We've got our copper. It's in that pan, and then look how red those look. Our little garnets, very pretty. And our little white crystals, and our very cool stripe rock. So we just have a variety of stuff in this. Not to mention we've got a nice pile of black sand that I will add to my collection of pure black sand. Always nice to get. And that's before I clean out this. And let's just see what. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Look at that. That was there's your hematites left in there, and there is your magnetites. Oh man, that's that's a when you get a wad like that, it is hard to break that super magnet there, I'll tell you. We'll give it another. We got nothing but time to burn on this long video I'm doing here, but for Chef V, we're checking it out thoroughly here. That's what you'd have been going checking out your sluice for. So you'd better be one that holds black sand and doesn't overload. There's another bit that it dropped off as we did that, but I'm going to pull that out right now and just add that to my other pile here. So I'm going to have a nice little addition to my black sand from these bags. So again, thank you so much, Chef V. See if I can take it off without slamming it around. All right, we have our pan of dried gold right here from Mr. Chef V. Beautiful stuff. Awesome gold. All different sizes. Why is my... Oh, it says my battery. Excuse me. As you can see, we've got... I always forget to put this out. Got a little too safe there. My 9-finger mining light that has all the multi-functions on it. It runs the darker colors, or it has where it fades from lighter to darker, or you can just put it on a constant. Depends on how bright you want the light in it. It can kick it down or up, different shades on it. So very cool. I really like it. Runs on three batteries. Hey, what y'all? Watch out, my cat's there hitting it. So all right. Well, our scale has been calibrated. Let's tap this lovely stuff out here and get a weight and see what we've got out of this bag. Like I said, this is a gift from Mr. Chef V. So we are just let's see what we found in it. Make sure we got what we're supposed to, if he even knew. But 0.782. That is a nice pile of gold right there, I have to say. Beautiful stuff too. Thank you so much, Chef. Again, for the generosity of just hey, what's your address? I want to send you something, and he sends me all this, gold, our cool stuff there. So let's. I'm going to go I am going to go put this on a charger, and so I can use my light to look at this gold when we finish up here, while I dry the other gold in the pan here and see what we got out of the little our little black vial. So, all right, we'll be back. Well, all right, let's just take a look at our beautiful. We've still got a little bit of black sand here and there in this, but you can also see that there's some specks that are black. Some of this gold's got some black in it. So any of the bigger stuff that hung with this that looks black, I didn't risk, like that piece right there. I don't know if that's actually gold or not. That may not actually be. But whenever I look at it in the light here on the side, it seems to have a little bit of a gold hint to one side of it. Let's see here. Hold on. No, it's a shiny. It's some kind of, probably the pyrite or something. But yeah, just check out that stuff. How awesome that looks. That is just beautiful stuff. Nice character on it, and great colors. So like I said, some cool pieces. We had our nice little chunky piece right there. It's our longer piece that's got the quartz in it. Let's see, where can I find it here? I need to zoom out. Damn. Yeah. Like you're moving across the country to find that stuff when you're looking for it. So yeah, there's our nice chunky piece there that I showed you whenever we found that one. And then again, there's that other one. You can see it's actually got some quartz dotted in it, it looks like, on a couple of different spots there. So just very, like there's a good shot of the end. So like I said, thank you so much, Chef, for sending that out. And like I said, I love it. Now let's just pause here and get. All right, well, let's go ahead and put this stuff here. That's some black sand I'd already pushed over to the side that I got out of it, but we will set that in that little tray. And then, well, I guess before we go on, we need to take a look at that copper. Very cool. A little bit of pyrite in there with it, and that some green rock that I'd found. It looks like a little speck of gold there, doesn't it? Right there. That can't be gold. No, I don't know. I think that's a little speck of gold. We're again our little red. There's our bigger garnet that I found, and then little small garnets, and our crystals, and the quartz, and our rocks. So just a cool bunch of stuff to have out of that bag. So now let's take a look at what we had to wrap this up with our black sand vial. where we got a nice little amount of gold out of that. And again, it's still got a little bit of black in it too. More than I usually have in my stuff. And here I'm having to do another voiceover on this because when I went to edit, it seems that spending 6 hours running this mic doing this video was more than the battery life it had. And it was just dead air on this. So we pick up here at this point saying that, yes, this is we got 0.050 was our final weight on this beautiful little bit of gold we had from our black sand vial. Looked like more than that in the bowl there, but it still made a nice little bonus pile of gold from Chef V. Thank you so much again, my friend, for this great box of gold and goodies. And Mr. Mike Hill were able to get this in while we were doing this for this beautiful American Prospector coin. Just awesome. Thank you, Mike Hill. He's a big part of the gold community for sure, and great channel. I'll have a link again to him and Chef V in the description. I guess that will take care of this add-on. Well, all right. That will wrap up this great bag of pay dirt we got to do today from Chef V Prospecting. And again, thank you so much, my friend, for that really a fun day of panning and hunting for little gems and things in the dirt and the copper and all of it. It was made for an excellent fun time. And like I said, a full day. Ran down the mic on this is take 2 on the battery on my mic. This is take 2 for this one too, because it was silence. So yeah, it was a lot of fun. And thank you to Mike Hill. Fortunately, I heard the mail come in while we were doing this and got to get out there and open this in front of you guys as it happened. And it was very cool to get that. Thank you, Mike Hill, so much, brother. Very, very awesome coin. And thank you to all of you out there who watch and subscribe. Stay in the live chats with us. Comment on the videos and all that stuff. It really, really, really means a lot that you support the channel, and I thank you so much. So, and that being said, I will see you the next time. I'll have something more on the Halloween giveaway coming up on the Blood Bayou Nightmare Dirt that I'll be giving away for that. So stay tuned. And until the next time, peace out, my friends, and be well.